this is a few tips of how to get the best kindling if you're using a splitting maul to try and get down to a small wood size. So if you are going to chop something that's a little more challenging and has got knots in it, you always chop it so that the knots are at the bottom of the log, and you split from the top down to the knots, which gives you the advantage of leverage. The other top tip is to always split from the center of the tree out along the rings, so that if you do hit a knot, the fibers just split around the knots. That's the easiest way. So we want to make some kindling, so I'm going to look for a piece of wood which has got many knots in it. This piece here has got 2 small knots in it, so we're not going to use that one. This one here, no knots in it, it's going to split really nice and easy. So we're going to stand this up and split it. So working on the top, we're just going to be going from the center to the outside of the tree, like that. And remember, you don't have to use an awful lot of force and have a big swing in it. You just want to make sure that you've got some accuracy. When you get it down to this kind of size, it's obviously going to be tricky. It's not going to stand up on its own. So what you can do is you can actually use another piece of wood to hold that piece of wood, so you don't have to play chicken with your fingers. By holding the axe near the head, you can then use it nice and accurately for doing small bits of wood. So again, small piece of wood holding this, and we can just split this down nice and small. Once you've got kindling at this kind of size, a couple of fire lighters underneath that will easily light it. If you want to try and light your fire without fire lighters, you can always try and have a go at making feather sticks. For this you'll need a sharp knife. It doesn't have to be a big knife, you can use a small knife. Most important thing is that the knife is sharp. The great thing about one of these knives though is you can actually use this for getting the wood down even smaller by using another piece of wood on the back of the knife like this. And you end up with smaller pieces still. When you get down to a piece that is this kind of big, just a little bit thicker than a pencil, then you can start making a feather stick. Little shavings like this. And the way to do this accurately is to lock your wrist, lock your elbow, lock your shoulder, and what you do is you just bend down to the wood so that you're putting the whole weight of your torso through the knife blade. And by doing that, you can get lots of control, and you can get nice fluffy feather stick like that. Put a cigarette lighter or your match straight underneath that. You make 4 or 5 of these, and you don't even need a fire lighter. Good luck.